know you're all doing. I know it's a bit late. But I was just thinking about doing a video for another lock tomorrow. I was looking through all the different bits and pieces I've got, and I've come across another one of these. Now, I apologise, I've had a few more of those, so it's probably going to take me a bit longer. But otherwise, those T-Stars, pretty standard. But this one picks a little bit different, and I wanted to do a video on this particular one because you have to do something a bit weird with this one. Let's get in there. Now, the bitting is going to be a bit extreme. So the trick to this particular lock is actually letting on and off the tension to get through. If you don't, you won't get through it. It's a really weird, sort of a weird one, so it's more of that balancing tension. Some lever locks you have to put quite a lot of tension on, but this particular one, it doesn't like it at all, and you'll be there forever and a day. Now, it's not a difficult pick if you know what you're doing, but if you just put full on tension or constant tension, you'll never get it because the levers just stay up and they will never drop down into the gate where you need them to go. Identification. Okay, so you got a grey case. It's 5 gauge, but there's a line there. You see this line there. So if you're looking through a keyway and you want to try and identify what sort of a lock it is, obviously you can't see none of this, but you'll be able to see probably that portion of the lock there. And as you can see, you've got a small silver curtain, grey case with a sort of shroud over it, then a line in the middle of it, and that's going to be the giveaway for what it is. It's one of these buggers, one of these. Now, as I said, they're not difficult, but this particular one is a bit of a story. So we use the same tools as we did last week, different lot. The other one's gone off to the supporters, and again, supporters, thank you so much for your support. And this is going to be the prize this week. So someone else can have another go and practice the sort of techniques what I'm going to try and show you. We're going for the same sort of wire again. It's sort of a medium wire, and it's a bit of a tricky one, this one, because if you put full tension, you can see that bolt move there. Okay, it's all locked up. If you put constant tension, even with just one finger, you're going to struggle. With this one, you have to sort of put your tension on, and then when you feel a real stiff lever, you have to let it off a little bit and then put it back on. Let it off a bit, put it back on, and you can feel as you're lifting the levers, it's this balancing slightly on and off. You don't want to lose everything that you've got, but a little bit off the tension, back on, a little bit off the tension, back on, and that way you'll get them to drop into the gate and open the lock. Again, full tension, you won't do it. Not enough tension, they just keep dropping. So it's a balance, a tiny balance. Again, we're lucky, you know, we can get front to back. So real light tension. When normally I do pick this way, as I said before, but if I do that, you can't see what I do because I can feel a bit better this way. But because of the camera, I have to go underneath and use my sort of fingers this way. So again, we start from the front, and it's just these little movements you can see, and I feel it cannot there's, like I could tell you, there's hardly any tension there for me to lift that lever like that. Then I go to the back and a little lift, and then that's 5th. Count your levers as you go. 4th, 5th. You can feel it. It gets tight. 3rd, a bit more there. 1st, 2nd, tiny little bounces. A bit more than 2nd. Back onto 5th. A bit more then. 4th. 1st, 2nd. Now it's this sort of on and off. See me go on and off a little bit then. Back to the middle, back to the front. It's constantly going backwards and forwards. You can't. It's so dead. You can't sort of really feel where that gate is as such, but you can feel the levers lift and then be quite bound up, and then you have to sort of let off and then on a little bit, and you sort of go backwards and forwards. A bit more there. See that one just go there? That's tight there, so off a little bit. Try forward, a bit more there. I tell you, the tension is just unbelievably light. A bit more there. Tight there. one there's tight. I'm just going to go cycle through. I want to wait for a feeling off that bolt. Let me go forward a little bit. You're going to drop them a little bit because the tension is so light. Almost there. It's tight in the middle. But again, tight. Bit more then. Bit more then on first. Second's there. Third. See the difference between first, second. First, second. As you can see, you've got second up. Third low. Drop it off a little bit. You go it to first. First a little bit. More hot on first. The second there. See how high that is? Third. Back to, that's the fifth. Fourth. You always want to put more tension on, because you can feel them drop back down, but you daren't not put this particular bit in. You just keep going backwards and forwards. So the same technique. I want him to stay up. Oh, nice big lift on third then. Second was a good lift. Oh, nice on fourth then. Back on third. You could be just a fraction out. Oh, nice on second then. There's second, there's first. We were on first, second. See, it's tight there on fifth. What's the fourth like? Fourth. So off and off that tension a little bit. Backwards and forwards. Oh, nice one on the third. See, it's been more of a tricky one. But see, there we go. Second got you. See that technique of on and off, on and off, on and off. I'd never get through it continual. I had to go on and off, on and off, on and off. It's more difficult when I'm trying to talk your way through it. You could probably do it a lot quicker without that, but it's one of those weird ones which I think is a great thing to practice with. A great lot to practice with. Let's go and have a look what's inside it. That ain't bad. That ain't bad for 4 cans down, really, is it? To be fair, but never mind. Let's have a look what's inside here. I ain't got a clue. Is it going to be the same as the other one? Those really weird levers, and I hope this part behaves itself. Last time it was a pig to get off. Put that back together again. I had to put that spring back on again. Oh god, that's gone in the post this week. Oh yeah, it's the same sort of. As we said, someone said it's like a bit of hammerite, stop the screws coming loose. I've had loads and loads of feedback on that 18th century lock, so thank you so much. So many people have offered to send different keys in similar. So we're going to hang on for a little bit, wait till they turn up, and then I can see if I can adjust one. And if I can't, we're going to have to make one from scratch. Okay, oh, it's the same. It's the same booby trap. Those same really weird levers. No false notches. Again, but you can see the difference there. So the first one is nigh enough no lift at all. The second one is quite a high lift. So we'll get them out. Let's have a look. Oh, and we'll glove for punishment. Have a look. Any numbers on this one? And I ain't got my glasses on. They're there, as you can see. So this is going to be. I can't see it actually. Not off a 0 lift. There's a tiny point there. Come on, Cam, get out of the way. That's the. Oh, look, it's trying to. Oh, I know I'm in for punishment time again. Oh, you just know they're just all going to. This part thing is just going to all fall out. Let's get it out now. Before if you can see. Let's just take it all out now before it all falls out on me. Okay. Oh, we got a 5 on that one. What was that one? The first one's like a square. Almost saying it's like a 0. A 0 on the first one. There we go. Glasses help. So first one 0, nothing at all. Second one, a number 5. Third one, springs are staying on. Another number 6. You see how blind I am without my glasses on. Oh, don't be jumping off. Fourth one, what we got? A 1, so you can see how it's dropped down. Not quite a 0, but and the fifth and final one, a 2. So we've got a real good combination, a real good extreme amount of bitting going on. Let's go and get the key. So that's a 0. What did we say? A 5, a 6, a 1, and a 2. So a 0, 5, 6, 1, and 2. So it's extreme. That's why to give that real light tension. We should always overlift it, and the levers would always stay a little bit too high, and you won't be able to get through. No force notches again. Not a difficult pick as in trying to get through those force notches, but difficult as in over tensioning, and you would never get anywhere. So guys, stay safe, stay well, and I think I've got to go to bed because I've got to go do a bit more work tomorrow. So everybody, I'll see you very, very soon. Take it easy. Ta-da!